It's a sunny afternoon. You're due for an oil change, so you swing into one of those quick drive-up oil change centers. In 10 minutes, you're promised, you'll be in and out. Fresh oil, happy car, minimal fuss. Convenience at its finest.
You stay in your car, because we're faster than you think.
But what if this convenience comes at a cost you can't see? What if that 10-minute promise hides a trap? Tonight, we peel back the shiny veneer of America's fast oil change chains and uncover a story of deceptive tactics, high-pressure upsells, and hidden dangers. What really happens in those 10 minutes under your car? And could a routine oil change destroy your engine or drain your wallet? Stay tuned, the answers may disturb you. Drive-up oil change shops are everywhere in the United States, from major brands like Jiffy Lube and Valvoline Instant Oil Change to local quick lube garages. Their promise is simple: speed and convenience. No appointments,
10 minutes with no appointment.
no leaving your car. In about 15 minutes, they'll change your oil and even throw in a free 18-point inspection, all while you wait in the driver's seat. It sounds almost too good to be true for busy Americans on the go. The appeal is undeniable. For a modest fee, sometimes as low as $29.99 with a coupon, you get not just an oil change, but peace of mind. We'll top off your fluids, check your filters, keep your car healthy, the advertisements say. Giant corporations back these promises. Jiffy Lube alone performs tens of millions of oil changes annually. The message is clear: trust us with your car for 10 minutes, and we'll keep you on the road. That's the promise: fast, friendly service, and a safer car. But in the world of quick oil changes, promises can be broken. Next, we'll see how that quick stop can turn into a costly trap. The trap often springs the moment you're ushered into the bay. You came for a simple oil change, but suddenly, the technician is rattling off a list of urgent problems with your car. The power steering fluid is dirty, the air filter is shot, the transmission fluid should have been changed 10,000 miles ago. Their tone implies impending doom if you don't act now. It's the classic upsell, turning a $30 oil change into a $100 plus service bill. Sometimes these add-ons are merely unnecessary, and other times they're outright scams. Investigative reporters have gone undercover to expose this dark side. In one hidden camera investigation, 7 out of 11 quick oil change shops visited tried to sell services the car did not need. Mechanics at these shops even lied about performing tests. For example, claiming they had tested the car's air conditioning and found it needed an expensive service, when in fact no tests were done at all. They were fabricating problems just to inflate the bill. High-pressure tactics are often used to make you say yes. Some customers are told frightening stories. If you don't flush this fluid, your engine could fail on the highway. Or, your brake fluid is so dirty, you might not stop in time. An ABC News investigation found Quick Lube employees painted dire scenarios of what would happen if customers refused the upsells. This fear-based approach can panic even savvy car owners into authorizing services they don't actually need. While some of these services are legitimate maintenance when truly needed, quick change outlets have been caught recommending them far too often or far too early. In California, state investigators found a pattern of unnecessary upsells at dozens of quick lube shops, including services that manufacturers advise against or don't recommend at the vehicle's mileage. In that probe, 26 locations of a major franchise were caught performing at least one unneeded service, adding up to $240 extra on average to each bill. These aren't honest mistakes. They look like a business model of squeezing customers. But upselling isn't the only trap. Sometimes the work itself isn't even done right. Quick turnaround times and undertrained staff can lead to dangerous errors. Imagine driving away from a 10-minute oil change, only to have your engine seize minutes later. It sounds like a horror story, but it's happened.
It was like a domino effect. I mean, I lost my job. I couldn't get to work. Porterfield says it took 3 months of calling and emailing to even get a Take 5 district manager to respond.
You put oil in the car, so that's null and voids the warranty.
But Porterfield says it was the Athens Take 5 store manager who told her to put that oil in the car to get it back there.
So I did.
Porterfield's story is not an isolated incident. Another customer, Ben Brown, had his 2021 Jeep's oil changed at a quick lube in North Carolina, only to have his low oil pressure light come on soon after. He opened the oil cap and found smoke billowing out. The dipstick showed no oil. His engine, too, was severely damaged and ultimately needed a $13,000 replacement. These are everyday people who did everything right. They maintained their cars on schedule and ended up with blown engines because of mistakes during a rushed service. To understand the dark side of fast oil changes, you have to look behind the curtain into how these shops operate. The business model of many quick lube franchises is built on volume and upsells. A basic oil change coupon may barely cover costs, but if each customer can be convinced to buy a new filter, a flush, and a couple of additives, the profit margins soar. Insiders say employees are often given quotas or incentives to push extra services. It's not just about car care, it's about sales. If you use these quick change services, go in informed. Know your vehicle's maintenance schedule from the manufacturer, not the one they print on your receipt. Be ready to say no to surprise recommendations, and if something feels off, ask questions. You have every right to see the old parts or the dirty fluids they claim to be replacing. If you feel pressured or uncertain, you can always walk away and get a second opinion from a trusted mechanic. Remember, a reputable shop will welcome your caution. Only a shady one will rush or bully you. Also, keep an eye on your car after the service. Check for oil leaks, glance at the dipstick the next day, and listen for strange sounds. It might feel paranoid, but a quick check could save you thousands by catching a mistake before it snowballs. As one industry saying goes, trust, but verify. The drive-up oil change was sold to us as the ultimate automotive convenience: fast, easy, trustworthy. But as we've uncovered, there's a darker truth underneath some of those service bay doors. Until these chains truly clean up their act, every 10-minute oil change is a roll of the dice. Is the convenience worth the risk? That's for you to decide. Just remember the stories you've heard here the next time you see a big neon sign promising a 10-minute oil change. Behind the bright lights and the big promises, you might just be driving straight into the 10-minute trap.